Ready for discovery? South by Southwest 2026 takes over Austin, Texas this March 12th through 18th. Expect the unexpected, where innovation, film and TV, music, and culture collide. Hear from global thought leaders, experience unforgettable screenings, and catch your future favorite artists all in 1 week. Unlock a 10% discount on your innovation badge when you use code CityCast10 at sxsw.com/Philly. Terms apply. Start planning your adventure today. Philly's restaurants are top tier. There are so many types of cuisines, price points, and signature styles. So, what's the one great dish we should all order at each of Philly's best restaurants? Our food contributor, Alicia Miranda, is here to chat with me all about this. It's Tuesday, February 10th. I'm Trinina Ree, and here's some of the most craveable dishes you need to try. Today, we're going to talk about those almost like classic Philly dishes like you have to get and you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, like the one dish that like the restaurant does so well, it's been on the menu since day one.
Yes. Okay, we're going to start in Rittenhouse. And I know you love this place, A Kitchen and Bar. Tell me what I must order.
My gosh, that menu has so many like standouts. We've talked about the burger, how much we love that burger in a previous episode. So of course, if you're gonna get something, I'd say get the burger. There is actually, if you want to dare, there is a chicken liver mousse toast situation. Do you know what chicken liver mousse is?
No, but my grandmom used to make liver and onions. And so I'm aware.
Okay. So it's that, but it's like whipped. So it's like a smooth, spreadable thing that they put on a really lovely piece of thick bread because they get all their bread from High Street since it is part of the High Street Hospitality Group. And then the toppings of it change by season. So you might get some like lovely fruit in the springtime. Maybe you get some earthy bits in the fall. But that's been a day one item at A Kitchen and A Bar since the jump. And I love that one. That's just like a lovely like appetizer. It's savory. It's rich. It's kind of filling. So if you wanted to stop in just for something, that's also a good choice. So that's one of my favorites that they have there.
Love it. Since we're in Rittenhouse, I am going to say you should at least one time in your life try the French onion soup at Park. The cheese layer is incredible. It's really actually filled with cheese. And the broth, it is sweet. And I feel like it is enough for like any season, honestly, and like a perfect like midday snack.
Yeah. And then you get the, bowl of bread to yourself and then you're good.
Yes. Okay. I know you're a burger girl. We got to talk about, and I feel like you have to order the burger at Fork in Old City.
Yeah, I love that burger a lot. I've had it a few times now, and I just am always shocked because Fork, seems kind of so fancy, right? It's like really elegant inside, and people really dress up there. And they have amazing dishes that are, well presented and so delicate, like the handmade pastas. And then they have this very greasy burger that is like kind of
super greasy,
a little bit surprising because it's got like bacon in it and like it's super like messy and big. And it's just like a burger that you would get at, I don't know, like a diner or something, but it's at this like very nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's also great the next day. That's how you know it's a good burger.
Try not to do burgers the next day. They're so hard to reheat. So I'm surprised that you're able to find a way.
You got to take off any of the like lettuce or tomato that's ever on any burger. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And we've already talked about we're just you're not a tomato on the burger type of person anyway.
No, very, very particular about my toppings.
All right, let's head over to Gayborhood. And where are we going?
So in the Gayborhood, I really love Paulie G's Soul City Slice Shop. What a tongue twister.
Yeah. But
I'm
good
gonna
pizza.
pull the such good pizza. I'm gonna pull the I used to live in New York card because I
Okay.
really do miss slice culture. We don't really have pizza slice culture here in Philadelphia. So Paulie G's is kind of one of the few places that is open late. It's like open till 11 on weekdays, 1 a.m. on weekends. They do slices. And I know about this pizza place from living in New York, and I've been a big fan. And they do all slices very well. They have vegan slices too, but one of my favorites is the Freddy pepperoni. It's like a square slice basically, and it's obviously got pepperoni in it, but it has this drizzle of Mike's hot honey at the end. And what I love about their pizza is like it's a little bit crispy on the bottom, and they put sesame seeds on the bottom. It is a little bit messy to eat, but it is so good. The pizza is like that kind where so many there's like different phrases for it, but like I guess it's an upside down, so it's like cheese first, then the sauce on top, then the pepperoni, then the Mike's hot honey. It's so delicious, and you can grab and go. So Paulie G's.
Yes, New York pizza, hands down, like phenomenal. Growing up in the area though, I grew up in Delaware County, and the pizza place that we used to like back in the day was inside the 69th Street terminal.
Hmm.
I do not remember the name of the place. And then up the block, there is a place that was like one of the first places, one of the first pizza places I knew to serve beef pepperoni at
Oh yeah.
Leandro's Pizza House in Upper Darby. So just want to shout that out.
Yeah, and now down north has the beef pepperoni, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good.
We've got more signature Philly dishes after the break. Okay, let's go up North Broad. And you and I both enjoy South Jazz Kitchen or North Broad. I'm
Hmm.
going to say you have to order the cornbread, cast iron skillet, cane syrup, that honey butter that's always going to be melting on the top. It's not free bread, but it's the
No.
bread that is essential to the rest of your meal when you're at South. I feel like it pairs really well with the short rib, the catfish, the chicken, and it's totally shareable.
Yeah, it's like a smaller pan, but it really is shareable for the whole table. And you are going to be picking at it throughout the entire night. It's just so delicious. That is something that I love to have the next day, toasted with some butter on top for breakfast with coffee. Like it hits the spot.
Mm. That cornbread never makes it to the next day with me. Okay, let's go to, you've got another pizza place. I love these pizza places. Sorellina's Stella Pizza.
Yeah, so Sorelina is also on North Broad, like right outside the train station stop there. It's inside the Divine Lorraine Hotel. If Philadelphians know their history, the Divine Lorraine has a, let's say, wild and maybe rumored haunted history. So yeah, so just for that reason, maybe go check it out. But yeah, Sorelina is Neapolitan style pizza. So Neapolitan style pizzas, like those smaller kind of personal size pizzas, they're a little bit more like wet is what I'm going to say. So they're not the
Okay.
crispy New York style pizza. They're very minimal in toppings. So the Stella pizza here that Chef Joe Giacala makes, it's got its name Stella because it looks like a star-shaped pizza, number one. So there's like 5 or 6 points. They're stuffed with ricotta cheese. The toppings are simple. It's tomato sauce, it's mozzarella, it's nuja, which is like an Italian spicy sausage, and then basil. It's cooked in like 90 seconds in his oven, so it's like super quick. It's like crunchy on the outside, but a little bit soft towards the middle of the pizza. And he started making this pizza like, oh my gosh, over 10 years ago at another place that he was working as a chef. And he's basically been the only person making this specific pizza this way ever since. There's other people that are trying to replicate that recipe, but this is like where you're going to go to get the OG, the true authentic kind. And it sells out quickly. Like he told me he can sell like 150 on the weekdays, 300 on the weekends sometimes.
Wow.
And it takes like 3 days for him to make it. And it's like they're made, individually. So it's $20, but it's like you can eat this pizza all by yourself. I have plenty of times. And it's just so delicious.
It's so creative. I would have never
Yeah.
like turned a pizza into a star. Maybe a rectangle, square, circle, and a triangle, but not a star. Okay, let's make a left and go to Fairmount. I want to say the wings at Bad Brother in Fairmount.
Love.
Thank you. Thank you for agreeing. These are the sriracha buffalo wings. I am a blue cheese type of wing person.
Correct
but I was
choice.
really like blown away by that like seasoned ranch that they have. And these wings they have a kick. I was actually surprised. I will say though, this space is tight.
Yes, it is a very.
You're gonna get to know
it's like
people.
your elbow to elbow.
Yes, at the bar. It's very tight. But this is a place I feel like it's super comfortable. Just like don't be shy to talk to the bartender and ask for a recommendation for beer too.
Yeah, I mean, Bad Brother, I think, is such a sleeper hit in Fairmount. It's very unassuming. It looks like a row home on the corner side street. You walk in and you're like, well, this is certainly a dive bar. Like that bar, the U bar is like way too big for that room. So you're all snugged in. And then the food is super, super good. I mean, they have everything from wings to like really nice pasta dishes, but the wings and a beer just hit the spot there.
Yes. Okay, let's head over to Fishtown. And you've got Middle Child Clubhouse on your list. Where do we get?
I mean, the daytime menu is awesome, right? So they do daytime, which means breakfast and lunch till about 2 p.m. I have eaten pretty much the entire Middle Child Clubhouse menu, daytime and nighttime, for research purposes. But what stands out for the daytime menu is this like duck fat Cubano that they've got going on. So they had a chef, his name is Edwin de la Rosa, who's Dominican. He was their daytime chef for a bit and he created the sandwich. So it's a Cuban sandwich. Again, it's like a whole process. It takes like at least 2 days because he's making his own roast pork. Like it's marinated in these like Caribbean kind of ingredients. He makes his own adobo. He has his own sofrito. There's oranges, there's lime. It's like cooked really low and slow, basically for a whole day. Then it like marinades more. So it like really, falls apart like pulled pork should. Then he's got the ham, he's got Swiss cheese, the pickles, yellow mustard, Duke's mayo. And then they get their ciabatta from a place in KOP called Le Bousse Bakery. I think like this is a sandwich where it's like a perfect feat of engineering. Like it's perfectly stacked and layered. Not only is it delicious, like you really do taste every single ingredient there, but it's just like and I've been to Miami. This is the best Cuban sandwich I've ever had. It's really just incredible. And it really takes me back to growing up. I'm Puerto Rican and my parents and I would go down to the Bronx and go to luncheonettes and have, Puerto Rican food, Dominican food. And, talking to Chef Edwin about the sandwich, that's what he wanted to replicate, which I think is quite fascinating. Middle Child is known for their sandwiches and he's able to bring like a little Latino spin in it. So yeah, the duck fat Cubano, get a lot of napkins. This is definitely one to have leftover for the next day. Tastes even better.
I love when Philly restaurants collab together. Like someone's making the bread, but then someone, actually, like you said, engineers the sandwich. I love those types of stories. Where else in Fishtown are you going for some of the most creative dishes?
Yeah, I really love Jaffa Bar, which is like only, a couple blocks north of Middle Child. It's got a really cool building. It used to be a firehouse. If you guys remember that little triangle next to International Bar, that's where Jaffa Bar is. It's Michael Solomonov's, restaurant group. The chef partner there is Andrew Henshaw. He came up with a dish that's like an ode to like Jewish jellies, which we don't really have anymore. So he came up with this yellowtail pastrami. So it's basically a mashup of like Middle Eastern ingredients meets like a raw seafood kind of plate, right? So it's a yellowtail fish. He says it's better when it's served raw because it can hold up to stronger flavors when I was talking to him.
Okay.
So he first cures the fish overnight, and then it gets rolled in this like pastrami spice that is made from a guy in New York City who actually created the spice recipes for the Laser Wolf kebab. So they went to him to be like, could you create a pastrami spice for this dish? So they cure and season the fish with that. And then basically like the next day, it gets like thinly sliced like you would pastrami for a pastrami sandwich. So it looks like that like really lovely red on the outside of the fish. But the fish is like still pretty much raw. And then they have this like everything bagel, labna, yogurt kind of like sauce that's plated on the bottom. And then the fish gets on top of there with a little bit of dill. And it really does taste like you're having a pastrami sandwich. It's kind of incredible. So that's a really unique dish that I really love at Jaffa Bar that you can't get anywhere else.
Love that. Okay, you've got a green salad on the list.
Listen, I love a big salad with lots of stuff in it. And I think to me, there is no better salad in the city than the one at Meeting House. I don't know how to like really explain how delicious the salad is because it's just so simple. But it's got a lot of different greens, so a lot of different types of like lettuces. I think what's most impressive, again, is the engineering of this salad. So when you look at it, there's like cups of like the long leaf lettuce that's almost like cradling a like bunch of different like greens. Like there's some arugula on there. There's other kind of bitter greens, but it's almost like chef almost created like his own salad bowl with the salad. So that's incredible. And then the vinaigrette that he has, it's Drew DiTomo, who is the chef. He is able to get the salad on every single piece of lettuce and green in the salad. So there's never a dry bite. It's actually nice and salty. I hate when people do not like season their salads. You have to season your salads.
What do you season with? You just said salt. I like
salt
pepper.
And pepper.
Yeah.
You got to season your greens. And so, yeah, it's like the salad holds its structure. You can like eat it with everything else on the Meeting House menu. It like goes well with everything. And when I talked to Drew probably like a year ago, what was interesting to me is that he actually has like IMDb credits. So he has worked on film and TV shows as a food consultant, where he's the guy responsible for like plating and presenting a dish on a show or a movie. And this was before he joined Meeting House. So when he got this job as chef at Meeting House, he was like, I'm going to bring that kind of visual appeal to all of the dishes. And Meeting House is a very simple tavern, right? Like it's not anything too over the top, but he just takes a lot of care into how does it look? How does it taste? How does it all come together? How do all dishes complement each other on this like very kind of small, approachable menu? So to me, the salad is perfect. I've had it with like my little Negroni, and I've been loving their Monday specials, which is like spaghetti and meatballs. So like salad, spaghetti, meatballs, and a Negroni, and I'm a happy girl.
Yeah, I love that.
So another Fishtown restaurant that I love is Amy's Pastillios. Super tiny. I mean, you're basically going there to order and take out. She obviously makes pastillios, which if you don't know are Puerto Rican kind of turnovers or like, you know, handheld dumplings, if you will. She makes all kinds of them. She always has like really fun specials. And as a Puerto Rican, I had never heard of a guava barbecue pork pastillo. It's my favorite one that she makes. I feel like it's a sleeper hit. Like no one really knows about that one. Everyone always goes for the traditional like ground beef ones or the chicken ones. But the first time that I had it years ago, I was like obsessed.
Describe the taste.
Yeah, so she makes like pulled pork, you know, like your standard typical way to make pulled pork. But then she adds basically like a guava sauce. So she cooks down like chunks of guava paste into a sauce and tosses the pork in that and then stuffs that into the empanada, into the pastillo. So when you bite it, it's just so juicy. It's a little bit sweet because of the guava, but then you can taste like an actual barbecue sauce with the pork. So it's like It's kind of like a marriage of like the American South flavors with like the Caribbean. It's incredible.
Mm,
Yeah, guava barbecue pork pastelillo at Amy's. Definitely get that one.
I love that. I was just thinking about that. Like, I feel like we're in Philly, we have less barbecue places than we used to.
I know. Yeah.
I used to go to Dwight's on Germantown Avenue, like on Sundays and like watch like basketball. Like I would literally have a platter and just eat some ribs. But yeah, like I feel like barbecue places aren't as they used to be. I don't know.
I'd love barbecue spots to open up. I like Zigzag, but Zigzag up in like
Zigzag.
Kensington-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Zigzag is good.
Okay. Oh, we do have Deke's Barbecue in Germantown. Another great place to get some barbecue as well. And they have good cornbread.
I feel like that's such a staple, a make or break is your cornbread.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Northern Liberties. I'm going to put the pancakes at Honey's.
Love Honey's.
There you go. It is a classic. You got to go at least one time. Or two, or three. You got to just get the pancakes. Just keep it simple. And similar to like a salad. You're like, oh, okay, it's a big deal. It's a salad. Mm-hmm. No, it was a good salad. And these are some good pancakes. So I have
ordered takeout from them.
Okay. What about Cafe La Mode?
I love that place so much.
I love your reaction too.
The shakshuka is fire.
Yes. Now, do you order the green one or the red one?
I like red.
Yeah, I was going to say, get the red one. And it's sauteed onions, peppers, Lebanese sausage, chickpeas, pesto, and there's some potato in there too.
Mm-hmm. It's a really filling, dish. I mean, shakshuka is basically like baked eggs in like a cast iron thing. And remind me, do they serve like falafel or bread for dipping into it?
Yep, pita.
Yeah, so it's like you're getting a whole meal in like one plate, basically. It's amazing.
We got even more food recommendations after this break. If you're in West Philly and you're on Baltimore Avenue, where are you going to go? Let's see if you know this.
Can you give me some hints of which one you're recommending?
Mm-hmm. Gluten-free.
Gluten-free. Another hint.
If I give more hints, I feel like you're definitely going to get it. Ethiopian.
Oh, Dalek?
Not Dalek.
Damn. On Baltimore Avenue. Oh my God. I was just in West Philly like 2 weeks ago.
You got to go there to get chicken wings.
Oh my God.
It's on the tip of your tongue. I know.
Yes. I literally ordered the hot chicken. Durabat. Yes. I literally got takeout of their fried chicken 2 weeks ago in West Philadelphia. I love that they do platters there too.
Yes. And I feel like, well, one, I didn't know that the chicken was gluten-free. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either. That's why I didn't guess it from you. Yeah, from your tip.
And then like, I think we like wings, like buffalo wings that you can like dip into blue cheese. But this is like chicken where you don't need a sauce, but they have it there and the sauces are good.
Yes. You can choose. I remember they asked me which one I wanted, which was great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the Italian market. I am going to put this is something for those late night shift workers maybe, or like if you're leaving the bar, the clubs, whatever. La Catracita. The best birria tacos. And you can get the classic consomme that comes with it. But I like getting the birria tacos with the ramen.
Oh, yeah. That's a big thing. Yeah. That's a great pairing. I've seen
24/7. They are open 24/7.
Wow. How do they do that? That's amazing.
I literally don't know. But all I know is one Friday night, I called up a friend. I said, I'm hungry. And we booked it down there. It was like 1 a.m.
I love that.
We're sitting in the car and I'm just slurping the ramen. It was the perfect night ever.
That'll bring you back to life. Some birria
Yeah.
tacos with the ramen broth. Yeah, amazing.
Amazing. Okay. I'm also going to say, if I'm in the Italian market, the team took me to Fiorella. And the dish that I had and I fell in love, this is probably like one of my favorite Philly dishes, is the rigatoni with sausage ragu. The noodles
Classic.
were fresh. They were almost like thick in some ways, but it was served like warm, and it just felt like I was wrapped up in a warm blanket. It was just so hearty, and that one dish is all I needed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, rigatoni with some sausage and some sauce is really all I need on a winter's day.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Fiorella is from the award-winning chef Mark Vetri, one of his restaurants. Okay. Let's go to East Passyunk. You have Messina Social Club. Now, can everybody get into this place?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways you can do it. So one, you can, if you're not a member, you can just walk in and you can pay for your membership, which is just $25 a year, and they will give you a card right there. Or you can go with someone you know, me, who's a member, and I can bring up to 5 guests.
Awesome.
But they don't turn you away if you don't have a membership. They'll just be like at the end of your meal or whatever, you can get the card. So it's not anything like too exclusive. But it's been around for more than 100 years. The team that's running it these days is wonderful. Chef Edmund Conrad is, a Philly guy. And what I love about his menu is that it's kind of like a mishmash of like his Eastern European roots. He's Italian and Polish, meets like very Philly, upbringing, right? And then he has surprising dishes like the salmon crudo that has been there pretty much since day one. Philadelphia loves, and I think basically like the whole nation loves raw fish, right? We can't get enough of sushi. We can't get enough of crudos. We see them all the time, especially on small plate menus. So it's kind of like you have one crudo, you've had them all. But this one is really, really different, not only in the ingredients he uses. So this one has a beet relish, there's dill, there's shaved horseradish, there's salmon roe. He makes his own like herb oil and a buttermilk dressing.
Is it spicy?
It's not spicy, it's just earthy. It's really nice and earthy. So off the bat, because of those ingredients, it's going to be different from most other crudos you've had elsewhere. And then the plating. A lot of crudos are kind of like thinly sliced and kind of stacked together, and it's like one line of fish, and that's really it. His plating is like kind of a mosaic. The fish is, yes, thinly sliced. It's like spread out over the plate. The dressing is drizzled on top. There's like little chunks of the relish dolloped everywhere. The beautiful sprigs of dill. It's like a really nicely plated dish. And it's been on that menu, both as part of the tasting menu and the a la carte menu, pretty much since he joined that team. I know for me personally, sometimes when I need like a break from like heavy meat, I'm like, it's crudo night. I'm going to Messina and I'm getting the salmon crudo. So
I love that.
That is a dish. Yeah, it's a dish that, I think you'd be surprised to see on a menu like this.
Take me to West Passyunk and let's go to Stina's.
Yeah, so this place has been around for a while now. It's Mediterranean. The chef who owns it, I believe, is from Greece. So there's definitely some Greek menus on there. But, because it's a Mediterranean menu, he does go a little bit all over the region. So another day one dish here that I really love that is also very popular with a lot of people is called the manti, which is like these Turkish ravioli dumplings, if you will. They're also like a little star-shaped. I remember when Stina first opened, they were very small dumplings. And I think he only serves like maybe 4 of them. Now the plate is like 6 big dumplings. They're at $21, but it's like, pretty much it's a shareable dish at that point because they're just so gigantic. They're filled with lamb, so ground lamb. They're very spiced, not spicy, but very spiced, heavily spiced, really earthy. The bottom of the plate has the labna yogurt, and then there's that Aleppo like red oil. So it's just really, really delicious. I remember also the manti in the beginning were like an appetizer, and now they're an entree. So it's nice to see that dish evolve over the years. So yeah, this one's definitely an entree that I think is a must order. If you don't like lamb, don't worry. He also has like a mushroom and leek version. And then again, Stina is BYO, so you can bring your own beverages.
So our producer, Abby Fritz, had also put this restaurant up in the Northeast on the list. Sherv's Kielbasa. Have you ever had that?
No, but you had me at kielbasa.
Right? I've been eating a lot of kielbasa. When you said season the greens, I was like, Alicia has my heart. I've been making, like, in these winter months, I've been making collard greens. And one way that I add flavor is I fry some turkey kielbasa on a pan, and then I throw that in my big pot of greens. But I had no idea that this was really a Philly staple. This place has been open since 1938. It was opened by a Polish immigrant family, and they've kept this business running. They still smoke from the original brick ovens from their great-grandfather that was built by hands back in 1938. So, yeah, I want to check out this place.
Yeah, sounds like a road trip for me.
Yes, for real. Alicia Miranda, thank you so much for this conversation. And as always, I'm hungry now.
Happy eating. Thanks for having me.
That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about that one great Philly dish, share this with a friend. Also, rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. And don't forget, you can support the show and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Philly neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.